Hi folks, I'm Jeff and welcome back to the Worry Appointment. What am I worried about this week? Well, this week I'm worried about all the children in this country who are getting therapy or counseling for their emotional problems. I feel so sorry for these kids because kids who undergo therapy or counseling are much more likely to be happy and well adjusted, and that's no way to go through childhood. Half the fun of being a kid is watching your parents ignore red flags the way the president ignores security briefings. And man, was I a neurotic child. Some kids had imaginary friends. I had an imaginary therapist. A real therapist wasn't an option because I grew up in the 70s before caring about children was a thing. Nobody cared about their child's mental health back then. I hear voices, Mama. Good, maybe they'll tell you to clean your room. I suffered from undiagnosed OCD as a child, and my parents never batted an eyelash. Which is probably a good thing, because had they batted an eyelash, I probably would have been like, okay, now bat the other eyelash, do both sides, make it even, make it even. As a toddler, I would walk through our house, touching or rubbing every surface in every room the same amount of times with each hand while blinking like a strobe light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not only did my parents not find this strange, but my mother would hand me a dust rag and a can of Pledge and say, while you're at it. I grew up in the wrong decade. Parents today have their child psychologists on speed dial. Today, Trevor cried when I gave him a grape. What does that mean? Nothing. He's just whining. Mic drop. Parents in the 70s would dismiss any odd or strange behavior from their children as a phase. Tom, why is your little Jeffrey out on the sidewalk stepping on each crack the same amount of times with each foot while humming show tunes? Oh, don't worry, Carl. It's just a phase he's going through. Good thing is it keeps him out of trouble because the cool kids won't play with him. Some parents today are so concerned about their children's mental health, they'll spend all day on the internet investigating new things that might be wrong with their kids. Today, Trevor said no to a sweet tart. We think he might have a serophobia or the fear of sourness, and we asked his school psychologist what he thought, and he said, well, if he tried offering him a cookie, what a quack. Teachers today are totally in tune with children's needs. They're super sensitive and aware of all learning disabilities and possible emotional issues, whereas my teachers, when I was a kid growing up in the 70s going to school, teachers were clueless, they could care less, and they were so quick to judge and dismiss children. Bad reader? You'll never amount to anything. Slow learner? You'll never amount to anything. In desperate need of therapy or counseling? Well, you young man, you just might grow up to be a stand-up comedian.